Hey everybody, welcome to our YouTube channel. Please like, share, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications for our upcoming videos and episodes. Thank you and enjoy the show.
What day is it? What day
It
is
is
it?
Redline Thursday. It's
It's
Redline Thursday. It's Redline Thursday.
damn.
Hold on.
What we got going? What we got going on today, Chanel? Let the people know. Let the people know what we about to do on today. Chanel. I think Chanel dropped the mic, but while she getting this together, y'all, welcome to the Red Line Thursday with
Yo,
with
yo,
your
yo,
host.
yo, 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 yo.
Yeah.
Sorry, it is Redline Thursday, everybody. My mic, as soon as the show came on, my mic cord just fell out. Apologies to the peoples, you know.
Hey.
But it's Redline Thursday. It's Redline Thursday. See, this is why you got a partner who can help you out when your mic want to hate on your greatness.
I know, right?
You know, see, the devil's trying to block the blessings and the subscribers, but we are making it. But it's okay. You beneath me, devil. Get behind me, Satan. So, but we're here. We're here for another wonderful Redline Thursday. Everybody, welcome to the Redline Podcast, right here on TalkShoeRadio.com, 717-734-6904, show ID 5'11", hosted by myself, Nelly Swag09, and Queen Alexis. Doors are now closing. Please take a seat and hold on tight as we ride the train from Howard headed to South to 95th. On today's episode of the Redline Podcast, we discuss it. I's the pappy. Is you's the pappy? I don't know. Should paternity tests be given after a child is born? And should it be by law? And should women be offended if the father of the baby is asking for one? You know, is it okay? We're about to talk about all of that and so much more right here on the Redline Podcast. But before we get into all of that, break everything down, we're about to do the best part of the show, my favorite part of the show, your favorite part of the show, the highly anticipated, educating, and ignorant segment of the show. I like to call, you like to call, so everybody come say it with me. Loose squares, and loud. Brought to you by our very own Queen Alexis. So, Queen, what is your loose squares and loud for this Red Line Thursday? Go ahead, let the passengers know as they ride this train.
I just want to point out, even though our listeners can't see, I'm using the camera feature on this thing, and I swear I look like a very fat turtle whenever I put my head down into my truck.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Do we gotta send Queen Alexis to the corner this soon in the show?
Turtle.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
But anyway,
Talk about, do she look like the hare and the tortoise? Well, the hare won the waist, so hey, you know the tortoise won the waist. But I go ahead. I gotta walk away. I can't breathe. Oxygen, medic, medic.
Okay, anyway, since we talking about data, DNA and everything, I was just wanting to point out this one thing right quick. I know everybody is familiar with the shows Maury and what is the paternity court. So I'm gonna talk about paternity court right here. See, it began me, when you gotta test the babies and the little toddlers and the little kids and everything. It'd be like it's touching to the heart because these women up there be worse than Maury sitting up there talking about He just don't want to admit that this is his child and everything. But you listen to the story and it's just so conflicting. But what gets me the most is when you watch paternity court and you see them cases and you see the mama and the daddy and the possible daddy and the child. And the child is about 30, 40 years old. Then the dad is old and crankly, and the mama is old and crankly. And they're talking about I knew from 1972 we was smoking on them sherms and everything, and she told me that she was dealing with somebody else. And come to find out, that man is right, because the mama sitting up there looking like the mother of the church. I'm talking about I'm appalled that after all these years, he had the audacity to question my integrity and my dignity. Just oh my God. And come out, Lord Judge Lake read the results, and he ain't the daddy. And the mama all this hell talking about, oh, I didn't know. I didn't know. You was throwing that thing around in them 70s and the 60s. You know what you was doing. You was dropping it like it's hot, doing the dog and everything, and got pregnant. And that wasn't the man you got pregnant by. It just makes no sense. So if y'all out here and y'all grown and y'all family members tell you that who you think your daddy is ain't your daddy, believe them, because your mama probably lying. I'm just saying. With that being said, bless your hearts and your parts, and I'm gone back to being playing with myself in this camera looking like a turtle. Bye.
Well, Queen Alexis, thank you for that insightful Loose Squares and Loud for this Red Line Thursday. Appreciate that. And she said she was playing with the camera, not with herself. Okay, it's not that type of show. That's another discussion for another day.
That show is on Fridays. I'm playing. I'm playing.
Okay, listen. This is the Red Line podcast, not the Red Light District. But I'm saying that show might come later on down the line. Anyways, that's getting
No,
way
you
off the
creep.
subject.
Yeah.
Here,
I'm just saying, I went over to the left.
okay. You know what? You know what? I don't think I'm gonna be. Queen Alexis is on one today. On one. So let's get down to it. So, like I said at the top of the show, we are talking about, should DNA tests be required by law? Is it an invasion of privacy, or is it protecting the parties involved? And should women be offended if they are asked when they believe that they are in a committed relationship? Okay, let me let y'all know a little something. Check this out. So I don't believe it should be a requirement by law, because it's already so much of the legal system that is, in our business. I don't believe that we need to bring it more in our business, but I do see why it should be, because you want to protect every party involved. Now, if you're in a committed relationship and you've only been with one person, and it kind of offends you a lot when that person asks you, yo, I want a DNA test, it makes you believe that they've been out here doing dirt, so they trying to reflect it on you. And men do that. They do. Or they know that, yo, I know, or men like to hit you. That possibly can be mine. I only slept with you one time, baby boy. It only take one time, just one time. It don't take a whole, like, and a lot of men like that. I didn't even come that much. It don't take that much sperm. It takes a little droplet, and it just swim on. If you know anything about biology and all of that, it don't take that much. You don't have to think you have to let off a load or something crazy to get a woman pregnant. Don't let these television shows and movies fool you. But I feel like it should be talked about. It's taboo in the fact that you get a DNA test, it's either meaning that you've been out here doing something wrong, or the father is questioning your actions, or anything like that. But I do believe this, men, and I speak for all of the men out there. If you have dudes in your corner who are in your ear talking about what you should not do, and what you don't need to be doing, and how all you need to get a DNA test, because I heard, and these men are some dirty dogs. Don't let that ruin your home, and you bring all that back, because there's been many of relationships where it been your daddy, your uncle, your cousins, your homeboys who's had bad baby mother experiences, and they try to reflect that on you, and misery loves company so much, and you ain't even got that type of baby mama. That she's not that way. She's not acting that way. But then you go all around, well, I don't know if that baby's really mine. Like, dudes, really, y'all would save yourselves a whole lot of trouble, and stop trying to create women to be the bad person in it because of somebody else in your ear. Because it makes no sense. Like, it really makes no sense. But this subject is a lot, and it's a lot to unpack. So, Queen, what you got to say about this whole situation?
Okay, where do I start?
Oh,
Well,
she got a whole soliloquy for you.
well, first thing first, I'm gonna play devil's advocate on this show for this subject for the simple fact that, yeah, some of these hoes ain't loyal. I'm just saying. But let me start off by saying this. Before we get to the situation of where you are required or asked upon to provide a DNA test to prove paternity, we gonna rewind it back before you even climbed on top or tripped on the dick. I'm just saying, whatever. um, First thing in the relationship, this subject needs to be talked about. Getting to know each other, because this is where, ladies, you will find out if the brother been done wrong before or not. So before you put yourself in that position and get your feelings hurt, ask them this question in the beginning of the relationship when y'all getting to know each other. So, um, do you have kids? If he said no, do you want kids? If he go, yeah, have you ever became a father almost or whatever? And if he say yeah, hush up right there. Start listening to that story. Cause it might be that he got done wrong, and now it tells you what to expect from this dude. If just so happen you come up pregnant because he got done wrong before, he gonna ask. That's my first point. Two, I think you should ask for a DNA test just in case there are some genetic problems going on, genetic complications, or some inherited genetic, defects that you ain't know. Cause some of these dudes be hiding, and I ain't saying you all or anything, because usually 9 times out of 10 the babies show up in a breakup. Like right before y'all broke up, like that little window, y'all hit it, y'all broke up, you went into a whole phase, then you find out you're pregnant. That situation, that one that you gotta go, if
Oh,
one
wow.
plus one is two, and two plus two is four. Well, wait,
It's a
okay.
whole lot of situations going on.
And three, if you just so happen to be out there, ladies, if you just so happen to be out there, tell the truth. Tell the truth. Don't sit up here and be all offended talking about, are you calling me a hoe when you know that you was bouncing that thing like a pogo stick around town? I'm just saying. Let's just It is. I all in all, I feel like it is not about your feelings, your ego, but what's best for the child. Child needs to know who he or she is, you know, related to, and have any, inherited defects, genetic defects, or anything like that. Anything. You just can't go off the looks no more. I know y'all seen Maury in Paternity Court. The baby looked just like him. Said not. So let's just be honest here. I believe that yeah, you should. You should. Even if you in a committed relationship, just in case y'all have a breakup, just in case he had got burnt before. Pretty much, yeah, it's gonna feel like you gotta prove yourself, yeah. But just for the sake of the child, go ahead and do it. That's what I stand on.
And I do agree in some aspects. Like I don't think a law needs to be required, but I do see how a law could help. It could save a whole lot of trouble because let's be honest, DNA testing is not cheap. Like yeah, you can get the DNA test from like a Walgreens or something, but like the actual lab, hospital from doing all of that costs money. And a lot of the times
Yeah,
that is not always afforded with with people who might be low income. Not saying that people who got money don't be dealing with some paternity issues. Like it happens in all walks of life. So don't think because you're black or Hispanic or you're white or you medium income, low income, working poor or highly rich, like paternity issues happen everywhere, no matter your creed, color, or income. It happens everywhere because there's some witch
but
people
at the same
like
time,
like back like back in the day watching like Days of Our Lives and stuff. Or you
mm-hmm.
or and you'll be seeing some stuff and these white people going through it. Little Johnny ain't really Johnny's son, and he been all of that. But that brings me kind of to my next point, and Alexis touched on it in her previous thoughts. Women be lying. Women be lying.
Then a mother,
They
then
be
a
lying.
mother.
And ladies, as a fellow woman myself, don't try to say I'm saying anything wrong. And if you disagree, then hit me up. But women be lying. They be lying. Women, I repeat, not all, but some. They do some women be lying, try to trap a man, and some lie just to lie. And ladies, that only hurts the child at the end of the day. Like per se, you want to trap this man and you want to guilt him into saying, "This is your baby. You're the only one I've ever been with," and woot the wop, and I really care about you because of whatever status he's at, or just the fact just to make sure that that you was creeping around with somebody else. And the good guy, quote unquote, he's a safer choice to deal with for the next 18 years than the dude you was messing with who's probably don't have a whole lot or doesn't bring a whole lot to the table. So you're hurting a lot of people involved because you got this man who could possibly grow attached to this child, and you got this other man who might in all intents and purpose be a good man if you gave him the opportunity to be a father and do the right thing. And and this child grows attached to this other man, and let's say extenuating circumstances like um the child gets into an accident, he needs a blood transfusion, you and the father are at the hospital. More than likely one of y'all probably gonna have the same type of blood type. Both of y'all get tested for blood, and come to find out that that child is not his. Then you got a whole different situation on your hand. That man doesn't know if he can walk away and abandon the child. That child wonders what did he do to be abandoned, or his father that he was once so close to is looking at him funny. A new man might come into the picture. He doesn't know this man from Adam, but he came from this man's loins, and you're looked at as the bad guy because the The man you was with can't trust you. The man you messed around with definitely can't trust you and has resentment towards you. And your child, he or she, has a resentment towards you, and y'all relationship is fractured and fragile in some type of way. It doesn't do no good to lie. Just be honest from the get go. And even still, like, it doesn't make sense for you to lie. Like, be honest. Like, women, you have the right to do with your body what you want to do with your body. If you if you sleeping with Tom, Jason, and Mitchell, that's okay. But you need to inform Tom, Jason, and Mitchell that one of y'all might be the daddy, and we need to sort this out and figure it out, instead of, well, Jason is better than Mitchell and Tom, so I'm just gonna pin it on Mitchell, and make it seem like there's no possible way that he is not the father, when you know that if you were sleeping around with this dude, these three dudes at the same time, that is a possibility. There's a 50 50 50% chance that that it could be one of their babies. But you go into these courtrooms, and some of them go on Murray. I'm 150% sure that Taquan is the baby's daddy. And I know it from my soul. And then when Murray says you are not the father, you run around like you were mouse trapped in a maze all backstage. Just embarrassing. And now Murray said you could come back, and then before you know it, you on your fifth DNA test. So
Mm-hmm.
just be responsible for one. Keep, it's okay to keep a call log, a roster. It's okay to know who you're with. Have updated numbers. At least know where they mama stay, so you
Yeah.
can track them down if something happen. That's all.
But you do know there are women out here that have that mindset. I'm gonna pin it on this one because I can deal with him better. Or they do this.
Yes.
I'm gonna pin it on this one to get back at him and make his life a living hell. And don't think, not thinking that, okay, I'm gonna just pin it on somebody does not require that man to be there. Period. Even if he's a stand-up guy or not. Period. It don't require that man to still be in your life. It don't require
No.
that man to still be a part of that child at all just because you said it was his baby. It don't. So like you said, it hurts the child. The child end up being pretty much abandoned and not knowing who the father is, and it's just gonna be you and the child. And then you wanna know, this is how I know, looking at Maury and paternity court, especially paternity court, when they ask, do you know who the father is? And as soon as she make this statement, you already know for a fact she don't know who the hell the father is. Look, I, my baby gonna be all right with just me. Oops. I'm
True.
the baby. I'm the mother and the father.
Okay, and this goes into kind of deeper issues, and I'm not trying to take it there, but hell, I'm gonna take it there.
We
We
might as well.
we as a society need to, like, I'm not one to harp on family values or traditional values, because a lot of the times we have to be willing to, like, break some of those traditions in order to progress. Tradition is not always good. Sometimes tradition is comfortable. But at some point, we have to be responsible and look at ourselves in the mirror and realize that having free will sometimes comes at a detriment. God gives you free will. That's the greatest gift he can ever give you. But it's what you do with that free will. In the Bible it says, "Lean not on your own understanding." In other words, sometimes your own thought process and what you're doing sometimes is not the best way to go. So you have to understand that when somebody speaks from you, and this coming from the heart, speaks from to you in a genuine way, it's not to put you down or to shame you. It's just to let you know we got to do better. We can't have all of these children out here without their father. because it's a reason why it's two parents. It's a reason why it should be a mother and a father, or in some cases, a father and a father, or a mother and a mother, or whatever your family dynamic is. Those two personalities, those two different ways of life, those two different ways of growing up are important to make a child whole. With even with my relationship with my father, it might not be 100% the best, but I can point to, like you said, that child knows their DNA. They know where they come from. I can point to some of my traits and who I am as a person, and I wonder, why am I this way and why am I that way? It might be some of the traits that I have from my father on my father's side of the family that I can actually point to and be like, oh, that's where I get that from. And there's traits where I can like go to my mother's side of the family and I see, oh, that's where I get that from. But when you walk around your whole life only knowing half of yourself, it makes it hard for you to heal, because you're fighting against things that are in your DNA that you don't even know what they are. You don't even know what that bloodline is. So you don't know why you have this temperament. You don't know why you have this demeanor. You don't know why you have all of these things, and you walk around with an angst or an anger. And you have that built-in resentment for a man that was never there. But sometimes, as much as we love our mamas, and we do, especially in the black community, it's so many songs dedicated to mamas. It's for real. I always love my mama, dear mama, all of that. But we have to hold some of these mothers accountable too. Ladies, ladies, come on now.
Mhm.
You have to, if you, for whatever reason, didn't get along with him or didn't agree with him, or you felt like he wasn't the best option, you just gonna totally be like, I don't want him around. I'm not even gonna tell him I'm pregnant, or he's not the father, or whatever. Why are you gonna deny your child access to somebody just because you got a problem with them? And if that man is toxic, if he has some things that you didn't like, that doesn't mean he can't be a good father. Or your child needs to at least know the other half of where he or she comes from. And we have to call them out like, yo, I need to know who my father is. Stop having these family secrets, because these family secrets eventually come out. And when they come out, it's not going to be good. So now this child feels abandoned because they have a mother who feels like they've lied to them or not been truthful to them. And then they have a father who they don't know if they was abandoned, or the father's been trying to get in contact for years, but the mother has shut the daddy out. It's just so many things to unpack in this. Whereas everybody needs to know where they come from.
I mean, I couldn't have said it better. Pretty much, you do have to. You do have to. And y'all, man, just to piggyback on it, yeah, we may be feeling like, especially when you pregnant and the possible father or who the father is working nerves. I know mine's did me twice. I was like, God, please, if it's your will, Lord, please take this cup away from me, Lord Jesus. Just do some magic, Jesus. Look, I choose to do, you make it happen, Lord. Just don't let it be him. But now it's just like that. It is. Stuff don't work out, but y'all got a child together. Y'all got children together. And yeah, they have to see and have to know both sides of the family, especially medically, because baby, you don't
Talk
know
about it.
what you
Talk
have.
about it. Talk
I
about
mean,
it.
when I had Nay, like 2 months after I had my daughter, I get, the public health send you that letter about they about the blood test results they can get on your baby and everything. So they come up with, oh, she got a C trait that's linked to sickle cell. I'm like, oh shit. What you mean? My baby got sickle cell. Is it sickle cell or is just the trait? What this is? Oh my God, my baby gonna be sick. And, and all that is coming from y'all ain't had no conversation about y'all medical history. And I know that might not seem like, oh,
The
uh,
sexy
uh,
thing
uh
to talk about for
dating,
the
yeah, the dating topic. But yeah, if y'all talk about being together, having a future together, especially having kids together, like yo, what's up in your family? So I don't need
and,
no
and
surprises, none at
and
all
that's true,
whatsoever.
Because when you go to the doctor, and even now, if you go for your own physical or if you got children, you go for theirs, they always ask, is there blood pressure that runs in your family? Is there diabetes that runs in your family? Is
Yeah. Any
there
blood disorders? Any?
is anything as far as like let's be honest, women, we a lot of times, because this is October 1st is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and shouts out to all my survivors and all of those who are fighting with it. Like, we have to know, we have to give our daughters an opportunity to know, like, does the dad side, any women have dealt with breast cancer or having one in their family, as well as your side, because it needs to be early prevention. Do they need to get mammograms earlier than recommended? What needs to happen? Because all of these things that pop up later on down in life, they don't know to get these preventional treatments, especially with our boys. Is there colon cancer? Is there prostate cancer? Is there pancreatic cancer? We don't know, and our young men don't know to get these physicals early enough to prevent things, because we don't talk about the medical history. And let's not even get into the mental aspect. Is anybody dealt with bipolar? Does anybody got PTSD? Does anybody have, schizophrenia is genetic, it's hereditary. And you wondering why your
Even though
child, if you
it's
wonder why your
Christ.
child a little off, you be wondering why your child a little off. And even something as simple as their academic status. Did the father have trouble in school? Did they have dyslexia? Did they have an IEP? How did they do in school? Knowing those things, and you can pinpoint it when your child is maybe struggling with something. Maybe everything is connected. Your DNA says so much about yourself. That's why when you read about things such as Greek mythology, and even when you read about things in the Bible, when it is connected to who the bloodline comes from. And the bloodline is so important, because it's not only you're heir to this throne, or you have rights to this person, or you have this or that. It's just about knowing where you come from, as well as, let's say the father passes and there's no DNA trace, the father is not on the birth certificate. There's no way that your child can get survivor benefits to help them, because there's no trace that that was that child's father. Like, get those things done. Because, and even if you feel like you're being questioned, who knows, like Queen Alexa said earlier, a man could have been burnt before. Like, I've heard of stories where men have taken care of children without no question. The girl that they was with, they said they was pregnant, they stood up to the plate, was in the delivery room, held the hand, cut the umbilical cord, the whole 9 yards. Had got the baby's name tattooed on them. Bought Pampers, diapers, put the baby on insurance, all of that. Then something came up, and come to find out, the baby's not really his, and he's hurt. He's grappling with that. He got connected to This is not a puppy. This is a whole human being. This is a child. And now he gets into a relationship with somebody else. You pop up pregnant, and he can know that you love him. He can know that you're committed to him, but he just has to say, like, yo, for my peace of mind, could you do this for me? And if you really love him, sometimes you got to swallow your pride, ladies, and go ahead. If you know you've been committed, if you know you ain't done nothing wrong, all right, go ahead. Take the blood. I don't
Yeah.
care. Here you go. If that's gonna ease your mind and make it better, where you ain't looking at me upside the head every time the baby has a little change, if his nose don't quite look like yours, if his head ain't your shape, like, wait a minute, he got brown eyes, and I got green. What's going on? Like, just, you know, gotta let those things correlate, and it brings peace to your household. And it also lets the child have authority over their own life, because we all still search for answers. Even to this day, we search for answers of our past to figure out it's something from our past is the reason we act this way, and is it something that I can do to help generations? Like, generational curses are real. If y'all don't think that they
Mm-hmm.
will, they're real. Like we've talked about in previous episodes, soul ties are real, but generational curses, things that have happened in generations of family, are real. And the only way you can break something, if you know something. And if that child doesn't know that they're fighting against these many layers of obstacles, they can never fully win the race and be who they truly need to be. And that's facts. Call it what you want,
It is.
but it's the truth. We need to have these conversations. They're uncomfortable, especially in the black community, because it's like, don't talk about that. Don't say that. Like, come on, let that baby know that his uncle ain't really his uncle and that's his daddy. Okay?
Don't let them find out at the family reunion.
Because
Don't let them
Auntie,
find out at the family reunion.
because Auntie Kimberly can't hold no water and it just come out.
Or her liquor. Or
And,
her
and she and,
liquor.
and she done drank a little bit too much of her red cup and said, you look just like Samuel. You know Samuel, your daddy, right? You mean my uncle? No, that's your daddy, because your mama back in the day, yeah, it's a. And then tables go to flipping, and it's and Thanksgiving is ruined.
Hmm. Or at the funeral. At the funeral.
And, yeah, and
At the
the
funeral.
funeral, get some things get exposed at the funeral.
Baby.
I mean, Thanksgiving, family reunion,
That
and the funeral, those things and
that repast.
those places get exposed.
Baby, you find out all the tea at the Thanksgiving family reunion, but that repast,
Oh, that we
woo,
passed,
man,
honey. Oh my gosh.
oh,
Oh yeah.
oh,
It
oh, don't
happens.
let them have a will. Don't let them have a will, and you find out who your daddy is.
Ooh! Yeah, those secrets come out quick. As soon as that casket closed, Pandora box opens. You
There
know
you go.
those deathbed confessions hit a little different. And then when you say that, they can't even be mad at you because you about to die. So they don't know what to do with all of these questions that they formulate and have, they can't even ask because you gone.
Hmm.
So, like, this subject is so layered. And it's real, like, and like I've said, like, women, y'all be lying, like, and it's wrong to do so. And I know some of y'all get burnt too, and this man ain't gave you nothing but headaches. So you want to sting him, you want to hurt him. So you know what? I'm gonna pin this baby on you. I'm gonna do this on you. Or matter of fact, I'm not even gonna pin it on you. I'm gonna say he not even yours, or she not even yours, and I was messing around with this person, knowing good and well you wasn't, but you just lying to hurt them, and then you hurting your child. That ain't doing nothing for that baby. Keeping that
At
baby
all.
away from they from their daddy. You hurting that baby. Ladies, I know. Like, I know, trust me. I know that resentment can grow so deep. You want to get them back so bad. Like, you feel like they don't deserve to be happy. You feel like they deserve to feel the pain and the wrath and all of the BS that they put you through. And it's not cool. But you sometimes you got to be the bigger person when a baby is involved. Now, what you do if a child not involved and you go slashing tires and burning up sneakers? Hey, I I'm not
Have a
condoning it,
have a good
but I'm not
alibi.
saying if you do it, you do it, and you know it is what it is. But those are material things that can be replaced. Those are things that hold no real earthly value. But a child, a human being, flesh and blood, that is significant. And when you choose to hurt somebody in a significant way like that, you're hurting not only him, you're hurting your child. And it's hurtful and it's disrespectful and it's just up and down wrong to even do or to even think about. So like go ahead, get the test if you have to, and don't lie about it, and don't be and ladies, don't be embarrassed about it. If you have, you like I said before, was doing your thing, like just be honest with all parties involved. I'm not in no way like, yo, your sexual liberation is your sexual liberation, but we have to be responsible about it. We have to maneuver in a way, like if you young and you in your teenage years or even in your early 20s, I get it. But when you get in your 30s and 40s and 50s and you still messing around doing this bull crap, you need to grow up. It ain't
You is
cute. You just want drama
you
in your
trifling.
life. You just want to bring the
You
mess.
messy.
Like you messy. Like
You
you
full of shit.
messy. Like fully. And this is out to my fellas out here. I spoke on this before. Fellas, if you have been burnt by a woman, if you felt like you've been played, all of that, and or you got a toxic baby mama who gives you all the drama in the world, I understand, but do not advise your homeboy to make issues in his household. You ain't doing him no favors. None.
Stop fucking up
Just
his house.
because
He happy.
just because you see him all happy and he at the gender reveal and he doing his thing and he happy and he doing the pregnancy photo shoot and he doesn't have any issues with who he's dealing with, but you don't like it so much because the mother of your child giving you so much grief and pissing you off and trying to suck you dry for every dime you got and taking you back and forth to court. Don't do that to your homie, man. Don't do that to your cousin. Don't do that. Don't do that to your nephew. No, let the man be happy. Not every woman out here is on some BS.
No,
Just
we're not.
just pick your women better. Get to know them. And that brings me to this point. Know who you sleeping with. Know who you getting
You
involved with.
mean
If you gonna go in that thing, wow. If you gonna go in that thing, no raincoat. Like I always used to say, you better strap up like a car seat or you're gonna be carrying a car seat. Like
mm,
know who you dealing with. Because it sex is a huge responsibility. And it's why God wanted it to be for married couples to have that covenant there. But we are in a society that is real. God laid out his rules and what he would want, but he understands. That's why he sent Jesus Christ down here to die for our sins, because he knew we weren't going to follow everything to the T. Because if he didn't want us to do it, he wouldn't have made it feel so good. I'm just saying. But we have to take some responsibility and on ourselves, like know who you dealing with. Like if be careful, like I be seeing these men who got like 5 6 different baby mamas, got 10 kids, and I be looking at them like, you don't believe in condoms at all, sir. You in paternity court every other week. Like it's not the wave. It's not cool. Just because Future is doing that don't mean you men who only got one job can do that. If he can afford to take care of them kids and all them baby mamas, alrighty then. But you, sir, be cautious. If you don't want to deal with that responsibility, if you're not ready, either don't do the sexual act, or if you do it, strap up, and most importantly, know who you dealing with. If Shorty been around the block 5 6 times, don't make yourself the seventh.
if Shorty
Cause
crazy as hell,
yes, if
ask
she
a
full of
certain
the
question
drama,
to determine she crazy.
like if you know she about all the smoke, if like you could tell a lot about somebody if, for example, if you date a woman who already has kids by somebody else, and either the baby daddy in jail, or she's always into it with him, or it's never peace and it's always baby mama baby daddy drama, then that's your preview to possibly what could happen. Like, yeah, shorty got the wop, but she also got the mop. That means she crazy as hell, and she likes the drama and the, like, there's some people who just love mess. They love to be in chaotic situation. They love the chaos. Their lives are not, they get an adrenaline rush from being just messy. And you gotta know when to hold them and when to fold them, playboy. And women, if you know you dealt with this man and he got like two other baby mamas, and he keeps saying, oh, they crazy, they won't let me see my child, or they do this or they do that, and he's making all these excuses, I'm gonna give you one simple hint. Or he got an ex-wife and he got kids by him. I'm not saying, depending on where you at, sometimes it's good to get the other side of the story. Like,
Hell yeah.
if he's only giving
Hell
you one
yeah.
side and he's playing the victim the whole time, and he never took responsibility for anything that went wrong with what's going on with his child, or what happened in their past relationship, sometimes before you enter deeper into that thing, you need to find out, like, you need references. Like, I believe on dates, sometimes we need to come with, like, do you got three previous references? Who was your, like, when you go on a job interview, who was your previous employers?
Who was your previous lovers? Do
Who
I need
do,
their
do
name, their number, and
I
their
need letters of
Instagram?
recommendation.
Yeah.
Can I get a letter of recommendation from any of them? Like, any of them? Like, who have you been with the
And
last, let's say, 5 years? Okay, I'm gonna have. Can we set up a Zoom call? Can we?
mhm.
I like. Yo, go through their Facebook, go through their Instagram, check out the pictures and the captions, see if they was lovey-dovey with them and what happened. Like, you need to ask questions. So, like, on June 20th, 2015, y'all was all lovey-dovey. What happened? Because on June 20th, you was in love and this was the love of your life. Then in August 13th of 2014, you said, fuck that bitch. What happened in those couple of months? Did you do it? What happened? I just want to know. Okay. I'm gonna shut up. I'm just saying.
Hell, ask his mama.
Oh yeah, ask the mama. Ask the mom. And there's
Real
some
mama
mamas
tell
who,
the truth.
and there's some mamas out here who will give you the low down dirty on their kids. I know some mamas who will straight up tell to that person in their child's face, my son ain't shit, or my daughter's just
Yeah.
messy.
Oh yeah.
Like, for real. Like, there are, contrary to y'all belief, this belief, especially with black women, like they baby they sons too much and they boys. There's some black mothers who will tell you the truth about their sons and will not hold back. And they will say, my son's a hoe. I'm sorry, he is. I don't know if he gonna
My
love you
son
like he say he
asshole.
love you. It get nice with the mama. Like, if you say, yo, this is your grandbaby, your son ain't trying to take care of it. Oh, there's some mamas who be like, all right, baby, you got a notepad. Okay, this is Social Security. This is his employment. Do you want his employment ID? I got that too. I got his job number, the
His
address.
address, hair
I know
color,
who.
eye color, blood type.
I got all that. Do you want me to fax you the medical history? No, we don't got diabetes in our family, baby. Yeah, yeah, like that. Facts. Alexis has talked to me on the phone straight up and said if her son ever was out here not taking care of his responsibility, she'd be the first to air his ass out.
Throw him
And
under the
not think
bus in a
twice about it.
motherfucker. I will go to the court with her. like this. How you doing, Your Honor? No, I represent the father. No, he's not here. Who am I? I'm his mother. What you need? Mm-hmm. Anything I don't know, I'm gonna call him while I'm in court. Baby, what position you work at your job? Oh, he said he's the front desk clerk. You make the 10.50 an hour, right? Yes, 10.50 an hour. He worked
He get paid every
Monday,
2 weeks.
Tuesday, Wednesday, off Thursday, Friday, off Saturday, and Sunday he's on call. Yeah, he get paid every week. No, it's weekly. Okay, it's weekly. Oh, who I'm telling? Child support nigga. Zion is fucked. Zion is fucked.
He is, cause Alexis is the
Don't
mama who
try
gonna
me.
air him all out, all the way out.
Fuck. So he just need to go ahead and man up. Be like, yeah, that's my baby. Be like, I got you. We can babysit all that, baby. It's all right. But you do try me, try me, try me. Uh-huh. And if it happens
Try
to my daughter, I'll
Jesus,
become a sexy gadget in a
but
bitch.
don't try me.
Cause I'll tell your business. hmm
Yes, 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 yes. I know. See, the problem with Alexis, she the type of mama who will smack you upside the head but give you a encouraging word at the same damn time. So she would have been like, baby, you should have been out there hoeing, but you know what, your mama, oh, I got some stories, I got some things. Yeah, it's a hereditary, baby. I'm sorry. Your mama was a hoe. It was just, I had some
Your granddaddy
time.
hoe. I'm just saying.
It's it's some things that went on in my life that I completely apologize for you being susceptible to. And that's just the way
Sorry.
it goes.
That's it. But I'm just saying, just to piggyback on especially knowing who you dealing with, who you sleeping with. This is how you know if this dude or this woman is crazy or full of shit. If you ask about, if you ask about an ex and they get highly emotional about it, like to the point where it's almost disturbing, move away from the table and lose the number. Cause that's showing. That's gonna show you how the fuck they are. They crazy. They crazy. Fellas, I know, I heard it before. Crazy pussy is good. But baby,
It's not worth it.
crazy
It's not
pussy
worth your
always come
sanity.
with a gun, a
It's
bat,
not worth your sanity. It's
come up to
not.
your job acting a fucking fool.
Like breaking
Crazy
out your
pussy be
windows
on
and doing
snap.
all of that.
Next episode, Fatal Attraction and shit.
And another thing, like we talking about, like you don't, nobody wants to be on Dateline, okay? Nobody wants to be on an episode of Snap. So be careful who you deal with. Be careful who you say you love, because the craziness is out here. And know who you dealing with, know who you sleeping with, because you don't want these things to become an issue and to kind of bring back to our center home of a point. Like, after having this discussion, I can see why a DNA test would be great by law, but I'm gonna say this, like anything, I know child support is by law, I know visitation things are by law for certain reasons, and those things are to be susceptible, but ladies and gentlemen, be an adult. Don't have a governing body have to tell you what to do, because you don't want nobody more in your business. Like, if you have to, pay the child support. If you have to, get the DNA test. Ladies, be mature. He might not been who you thought was your ideal person to be a father, but let him know. And if he's gonna be there, he's gonna be there. And if he's not, at least you got the DNA test to take his butt to court and get some type of financial assistance for your child. And fellas, go ahead, like, once you find out the results, if it's not your baby, try to move on gracefully and understand what it is. If the woman is not who you envision, try to make it as amicable as possible. Try to make it as cordial as possible. And if she still want to talk mess, fellas, I repeat, you can fight for full custody too. You can.
You
Don't
really
think these
can.
don't
You
think these
really
courts
can.
don't think these courts are just always going to be on the mom's side. That's a myth and that's a lie. Everybody's like, oh, it's more, it leans more towards the moms, and dads don't get a fair shots. Like, they get fair shots. There are judges who want men to get custody. There are ways to have this happen. Keep receipts, keep track of things, and understand what these things are. Make these agreements. Keep every text message, every email, all of it. Because trust me, women, we're file cabinets. We got emails from when we first in 2017 when she told you she was pregnant. She kept the pregnancy test. She still got the stick she peed on. So you keep your receipts as well. It's not
Handmade and
petty,
shit
it's
on it.
responsible. What you say, Alexis?
I said she got it laminated in a plaque, everything.
A
Keep
whole
your
thing.
receipts.
Keep
You
your
will be
receipts.
you will be
And
surprised.
and you never know when you need to pull them out. Go to the court date. Don't just ignore the order for the child support. Because if you don't go, the judge can possibly just have a set amount from the information that they know, and you wind up only taking home half your check, and you feel like all the system is rigged. Like, go to the court. Like, bring your receipts. Bring what you've already done for the child to the table. Let them know. So yeah, DNA is important. Ladies and gentlemen, just be responsible out here. Take responsibility for who you dating, who you laying down with, and understand that if you've been burnt once, take all the precautions you can so you don't be burnt again. And also, don't bring that baggage into a new situation, because that new situation might not be what your old situation was. And like Alexa said, it's not always sexy to ask, what's your medical history, what's your mental health history, what's your family's history. Like, those are not the things on your checklist when you're dating and you're getting to know somebody, but those are the conversations you should have. And we need to become programmed to have those conversations. Like, these secrets about, yo, yeah, my uncle or my brother is bipolar, or he's on medication, or he has a mental illness, or anything like that. Like, those things need to be out in the open. A lot of times in our community, those things are looked at as taboo, and they keep on the hush, and you don't tell nobody outside this house or this family what goes on. But man, we have to share a little bit more in order to break these generational curses and these cycles that we continuously repeat, generation after generation after generation. And you feel like, why can't we ever have any prosperity? The only way you can get prosperity is by letting go of poverty. And having that mindset is going to continue to take you down that cycle to inevitably be what you are running from. And that's what I got to say about that. So it's worth getting the test when the baby is born. You can avoid a whole lot of paternity court and Murray type situations. And I think it makes everything easier for everyone in the process. And that is facts. And before we get out of here, I got to hit you with what you're not going to do for this week. Ladies and gentlemen, if y'all saw that debate this week, mm, it was ghetto. Trump was loud
In the blackest
talking.
way ever.
He was being what every baby daddy be when he know he cheating and his baby mama come with the receipts. He try to talk louder than you to prove that you wrong and never let you finish your point. So if this debate didn't show you anything, is Trump is trying to make you give up on the process, saying, what's the point of voting? because he's trying to say it's rigged or it's going to be a civil war if Joe Biden wins, because all these Trump supporters are going to come out and start, attacking people, and he's trying to incite violence. This is his playbook. This is what he does. He's never going to deny white supremacy. He's never going to shame it because he's a white supremacist. And all
Mm.
of those who were saying Joe was not cognizant or not understanding the questions, like, he was very in control of himself, because there's a few times I know he wanted to run across that stage and punch him dead in his mouth. So if that's not presidential,
Especially,
once he started talking about his
especially when
son,
Trump decided to talk about them kids.
yeah,
Baby,
like, I saw it in his face. I saw it in his face. Also, people have to understand Joe Biden. He struggled with being a stutterer, and he has to think clearly about what he's going to say before he says it. So when he's stumbling over words, it's not that he doesn't know them. He just has trouble, vocalizing them. So, and that's great. Every president has had his quirks. I don't think no president like this president we currently got in the White House had these quirks. Like, and everybody says Trump is the biggest white supremacist that's been in the White House. No, may I add that a few of them owned slaves publicly, and some of them
right.
slaves were their mistress. But anyways,
I'm just like,
what I'm trying to say is he's the most pronounced we have seen in the modern day era. So he's going to his playbook. So please, everybody, get out there and register to vote. Vote, vote, vote. um Out here in Chicago, please go out and register to vote. The deadline will be coming up soon. If Tell your mama, your daddy, your cousins, everybody, go out and vote. So what you're not gonna do, Mr. Trump, is try to disencourage people not to vote by this debate. And also, what you're not gonna do is tell people that this election is rigged, because you try to legitimize this election because your presidency was cheated, and Russia helped you get here. So you rigged it. So you trying to say it's no way that there can be a fair election if it doesn't go my way. Like, actually, people actually play the game fairly and they actually win. And also, sidebar, I can't wait for Kamala Harris to tear into Pence. I can't wait. Please,
that
Sister
ass
Kamala,
off.
I want this vice president. I want Pence to try to raise his voice and talk while Kamala is talking. She gonna give him the mama look, like, I know this little boy. So
I don't
yeah,
think that he will. I don't think that
no,
he will because he has carried himself with more dignity than Trump. So it
yeah,
might be a intelligent debate
it
than this
might
shit
be.
right here.
It might be, but you never know, because they like to try women, especially sisters, because they wanna point. Oh, look, she's an angrily black woman. Like, nah, we see your smoking mirrors now. That's not what's gonna happen. But everybody, what you're not gonna do is you're not. What you're not gonna do is you not gonna say you're not gonna vote. Vote. And everybody who say, oh, these are only our two options, like, no, vote Joe Biden into office and still hold him accountable the whole time. Don't let up. If he's not giving us what he said he was gonna give us, hold him accountable. Hold his feet to the fire. Let him know that if we vote you in, we want this, 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 and that. And don't fall for the smoke screen. Talk about Trump, that Biden's gonna make it worse. How worse can we be? We've been locked in the house for half the year. You're on unemployment. You've lost your job. So don't fall for it, people. Please do not fall for it, because he's trying to, like, we already in the pits of the shits. Like, so the only way we can go up is up. But if he stays in office, oh boy, I gotta go to Africa or something. But anyways, that's my what you're not gonna do for this week. So as we pull into the 95th Street station, please grab all your belongings and exit. This is as far as this train will go. As you head up the stairs and elevator and escalator and head to your next destination, we want to thank you for riding the Redline with us. Please come back next Thursday and every Thursday from now on. Announcement, public service announcements. We will now be on at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, people. Yes, I said it. New time, but same vibe. Right here on Talk Shoe Radio. Our number again is 717-734 6904, show ID 5'11", 65, 19 pound. Once again, we will be back next Thursday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. I started back my job. Yay, they called me back. So, in order to keep giving y'all this wonderful podcast and this content on the same beautiful night and still have Redline Thursdays popping, we gonna start a little hour later. But I know a lot of y'all getting back to y'all regular scheduled program. So, yeah, 8 p.m. is a good spot, but we still gonna give y'all the same vibe and the same energy. So tell a friend to tell a friend to tell some more friends that your favorite podcast on TalkShoeRadio.com will now be live at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can also check us out on our YouTube page, the Redline Podcast. Please share and subscribe and turn on those post notifications for all upcoming videos and episodes. Also, we're on Google Podcasts as well as Spotify and iHeartRadio and Stitcher Podcasts. And like I said, don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell some more friends to go follow our Facebook page for all upcoming events and show topics. Also, if you're interested in promoting your event or your business or any other business inquiries, please email us at redlinepodcast2020@gmail.com. You can follow me, Nelly Swag09 on Instagram, Nelly Swag09 on Twitter. Like and follow my fan page on Facebook, Nelly Swag09. And if you want to get to know me a little bit more personal, shoot me a friend request on my personal page, Charnel Nelly Logan. And yeah, Queen Alexis, let the people know what's going on with you and where they can find you and what you else you got coming up.
Well. One, you will find me on Talk Shoe Radio every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, and starting next week, as you heard, everything gonna be on at 8 o'clock p.m. Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday.
We
Coming
taking
up
over the
this
8 o'clock
Saturday,
hour. We taking over the eight
8
o'clock
o'clock,
hour.
8 o'clock, baby. This Saturday you will find me on the Mad Hatters talk show with me, myself, and Devontae and my girl Mavis Avis Davis, and we're gonna talk about the political ratchetness that's been going on. Yep, we got our comments. So tune in on Talk Show Radio. The number is 717-734-6904. The show ID is 991-5968 #. 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. You can join me on next Tuesday on my Madam Queen's Court open mic, Tuesday night vibes back here on Talk Shoe Radio. I will be interviewing another Chicago artist by the name of Hood Rays. He will be on with us on this Tuesday, vibing with us, and we're going to get to know him some more and everything. So call in 717-734-6904. The show ID is 2864-394 #. Y'all tune in Tuesday nights and back here on Thursdays and everything. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming up on there. I'm coming out with my own accessory and t-shirt line. It
Woo
will be
woo!
on Teespring. Yes, I have gotten the first shipment, and so far, what I got so far, the quality of this work is beautiful and magnificent. So you can find my line on teespring.com under Afro Royal Deity. That is me. We have t-shirts, we have hoodies, we have iPhone cases all the way up to the latest one. We have the Samsung cases all the way up to the latest one. We even for my dog lovers, babies. If y'all got dogs and everything, for my brothers and sisters that got little dogs and puppies and everything. We got puppy hoodies up in there too. We got masks. We got uh fanny packs, whatever you want, I got you, boo. So stay tuned for that. You can find me on social media on Facebook, my fan page, Queen Alexis. Also, find me on my regular page, Alexis Sherelle Owens. If you just want to talk and get to know me, if I'm not asleep, I'll talk back. Yeah. Also, my Instagram page, Queen underscore Alexis 1990 with all of the platforms on here. So yeah, look out forward to that. And also, one more thing. I'm all about supporting our black kings and everything, and I'm gonna support the black king that's in my house right now. Towards the end of this month, early next month, look out for fellas. Look out for the beard uh, beard oil and hair oil line called Confidence, also made by Brandon Brown Farrell the barber, if you know about that in Chicago. He has his own hair oil and beard oil line. So brothers, if you got a beard that's kind of struggling and you just need a little bit of confidence, hit him up on Facebook. He's under Brandon Farrell Brown. Pretty much, if you can't find him on his own, look on my page. He over there. So yeah, support this brother. Hit him up with more. He'll have more information about what he has and everything. So yeah. With that being
And and
said, I'm out.
and don't discriminate. You know some women out here trying to grow their beards. Come on now. Don't be.
Baby, we got you.
I'm just
We
saying. I'm
got
just saying.
you.
I'm just saying. I'm just
Nice
saying.
and silky, baby.
You know,
Nice and
and you know,
silky.
some women they be having it connect. They got the full goatee going on, but you know that's
Got
just hormones. It's
you.
okay. It's okay. But let it flourish. Somebody like it. Like what she saying Friday after next. I know somebody who like it. But
I'm just
yeah,
saying. We got you.
yeah, but yeah.
We
Please
got
check out Queen Alexis accessory line, her t-shirts for the Wear Line podcast. Merch will be coming soon. We will let y'all know when that
very so.
happens. We will let y'all know. We got a lot of good things cooking up, like we said. So far, season one has been amazing. We are 20 episodes in. And we just love the love, everybody. We love what y'all been giving us. We love the feedback. We gonna keep going. Once again, we will be on next Thursday at 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. We are now in the 8 o'clock p.m. hour. Yes, we are in official prime time hour. And just thank y'all for working with us, rocking with us, streaming us on all your favorite platforms, doing what y'all doing. We gonna keep the content going. We gonna keep striving. And please like the Facebook page, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Even if you listen here exclusively on talkshoeradio.com, go on one of the platforms and subscribe to it. You know, we just hit it. Leave a review. Let us know what you like. Share it with your friends. Share it on your social media pages and show us some love. And if you show us some love, we'll repost you and show it right back. You dig? But yes, next Thursday, 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, we will be back up in this thing talking about all the latest topics. Oh, yeah, quick shout out. We are going to be trying to do some things with Lovecraft County because that show is amazing. I've started
Right.
reading the book. The book is even more deep and got so many things. So look out for me and Queen Alexis trying to break down the nuances that go on in this show. There's so many Easter eggs and so many little nuggets in it that it a whole episode is a history lesson. So we definitely gonna break it
I'm gonna
down.
be ignorant.
So if y'all love
I'm gonna be
Atticus, if
ignorant.
y'all love Ruby, if y'all love Letty, if y'all hate to love Montrose, Hippolyta,
Baby.
Uncle
Ooh.
George, all of them. We will be trying to get into it. We're trying to look to do it. If y'all are interested in us dropping some content, whether it's a Facebook Live, another podcast, please hit us up on our social media pages and let us know you want more of us throughout your week. Do you want this? If you don't have the book Lovecraft County, please go get the book. We can even have a book club discussion. We just trying to tap in all types of form of art and media, and we want to have these discussions with you because I be calling Queen Alexis after some of these episodes and be like, baby, we needs to talk. But any old ways, thank y'all
Right.
again for riding the red line with us this week. We'll be back next Thursday and every Thursday, once again, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on TalkShoeRadio.com, 717-734-6904. Show ID 511-65-19 £. Peace and blessings. And oh yeah, just to let y'all know, you can still arrest the killers of Breonna Taylor. And that's all I gotta say. And
Mm.
oh yeah, go out and vote. And Daniel Cameron, you a bitch.
Oh boy. And we are